So I got a question in my inbox. Do old oil wells refill? This is a claim that you will hear made a lot by these intellectual giants that think oil is renewable and it just regenerates and old wells just fill back up with oil. Yeah, you hear that a lot from those people. So that's not a thing, right? That's not a thing, but there is something that happens when an old well has been shut in for a long time. Let me explain. Now let's pretend that this is an old well in a depleted zone where we've gotten most of the oil and gas out of it. And let's just say it's down to producing like 10 barrels of oil a day. And then it goes down and it stops pumping. Now across this reservoir here, all the way from left to right across that, is a pressure profile, which basically states how much pressure is here versus here versus here. And that's important. This is a pressure profile of the amount of pressure in a reservoir depending on how many feet from the well it is, with this being the well bore and this being 10 feet from the well. You can see how much the pressure rises. And then you get into your unsteady state pressure the farther out you go. So this is 100 feet from the well. The pressure's climbed even higher, right? And it gets to a point where it hits what I call equilibrium. When this well goes down, there is a low pressure area right around here. That's the depleted area, and that's the low pressure area. And the farther right or left that you move on this screen, the higher the pressure is. Okay? That pressure will slowly work its way towards the low pressure area, which is right here. And as it does so, it will carry oil and gas with it. And it will do that until this entire area that this well produces from reaches a steady state, or a state of equal pressure across the zone. Basically, a lot of oil and gas from the far reaches of the reservoir will slowly push towards and collect around the wellbore. When you turn this well back on, you will get what is called flush production. So if this well was making 10 barrels of oil a day every day before it went down, depending on how long it's down, let's say it's been down a month, that gives it plenty of time, right? Let's say it's been down a month. You could turn this well back on and it could be making 25 or 30 barrels of oil a day. But that only happens for 2 or 3 days at the most. And then it goes back to 10 barrels a day. Because what you're doing is you're drawing in all of the oil and gas that slowly collected around the near wellbore area when the well was shut down. So the well doesn't refill. The amount of oil across the total reservoir is still the same. It's just that where it is within the reservoir has changed a little bit due to a low pressure area when this well was down. So you'll get flush production for a couple of days, 2, maybe 3 days. You'll get higher than normal production, and then the well will turn back around and go right back to what it was producing before it went down. I think a lot of people think that wells refill because they've heard people talking about going out to old wells and them producing more than they did when they were shut in. The part they don't talk about is how they only did that for a couple of days. Yeah, they only did that for a couple of days. And like I said, they go right back to where they were before the well went down. Thanks.